Before we start answering your question, the thing is, we're trying to get y'all to vote, and the thing is, more important than anything, the Black Panther movie, like everybody got together to make this #1. Black, white, Hispanic. We got to do the same thing for voting. We got to do this. We got to do this like it's a movie, and we're trying to make it #1. And the only way we get these people back, if Black Lives Matter, if your life matter, if your insurance matter, is to go and vote and push that button for the right person. But check out all these candidates' background, because they're going to have a lot of them who look like us, not for us, but being hired and sponsored by people who want to separate our votes. We got to understand that. Back in the day, have a meeting with all these candidates who want to represent us. That means work for us, not for them.
Correct.
And then they would choose at the end of the day who we was going to campaign for to get them in there. And we made them sign promissory note and everything to get the job done that we wanted them to do. Not the job they will go in there and sell out to us to. Now with our voting, we're getting separated so hard that it don't even make the market.
That's right. Yeah, also, something else that's very crucial. Do you know that Louisiana have over 71,000 people who have been convicted of a crime, who have served their time on a crime, who is no longer on probation or paper, that cannot vote. However, because of the laws that was passed within the last legislative session, we have like a vote, okay? In 2018, they passed the law. We have passed the law 636. 43,000 people right to vote. Those people are deserving men and women that have paid their debt to society, that get a second chance. Of 2019, they're going to be able to vote. So when you see that 43,000 people will be able to vote come next year.
But they got to vote together, not get separated.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's the only way it's going to work. We got to be together.
Right.
Because if they separate those 43, then it's nothing.
Yes.
And this is what the system that the people that we done put in does. They study us to change the voting strategy on us. Yes. They break it and rezone it and do everything to separate our vote. That way it doesn't count as nothing. Mm-hmm. And that's why people keep thinking that our vote don't count, because what we voted for didn't go, because we didn't got separated.
Yes, yes.
That's why it's not counting for nothing. If it wouldn't count for something, they wouldn't be spending so much money to stop you from voting. Yes. You know, you need more IDs for voting than to go buy a gun or drugs. I ain't never seen this before. And people are like, oh, they're getting in my business. Well, this is your business. Your life is your business. So if you don't start representing yourself, then you don't think them people not either. But let me give you the definition of voting. If you don't understand, it's a decision of your decision on opinions that you need to do and give them your last vote. The pen is more mightier than a gun or a sword. That's with right. These people here.
That's right. You are correct. You are correct. If you could curse somebody out and don't use not one type of curse words, like instead of saying you are no good SOB or you are no good MF, you could also say that
just go push that button, and that's like cussing them out to the highest, silently.
That's right. You're a spineless vertebrate. You know, people gotta think in their mind, well, what did she just call me? Was that a compliment? Was that an insult? So you are absolutely correct.
Well, our vote, you know, I never knew how important it was till I got older and started seeing my kids and grandchildren. Yeah. You know, getting disrespected to the highest because they don't understand that. But if we don't show our children how to fight for their own respect, then we putting hands in other people who don't respect us to start off with, and they lied to us about getting us respect. You know, I go back to with the drag queen, and I hate to keep going back over it. You know, this is government trying to get in people's personal life, and we got to stop this to the highest, because this church that called Christianity is trying to change everything that was for government on people. And that's what we got to stop doing, separating our thoughts. Truth is truth no matter how you look at it, but if they lie to you enough, you're going to start believing it. And then they get some of the most ignorant people, some of them being hired to say some of the stupidest thing, and then people believe it. But that can change if we only get together and start working together as a team. Not, oh, I'm black and you can't do, oh, you white, you can. No, no. Together we can do something stronger. And that's what we got to stop separating, because in my family, I'm almost 30% white now with my nieces and nephews, and I'm fighting for them too. So that's why it's not just a black thing. You know, when you see this sign saying if Black Lives Matter, vote, it's not for those people. That's for the black folks who think their vote don't count. But when you go out in the street and protest saying Black Lives Matter, and then you don't go vote, then it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. No, I was just trying to say that there are a lot of wires on the floor. And yes, Kevin, for once, you know, and maybe twice, you are absolutely correct that it is imperative. It's so imperative. And neither one of us, you know, are out campaigning for anybody whatsoever.
Well, I'm campaigning for the campaignee who gonna do right for me. And I done saw in a couple of divisions who gonna do right. And I'm gonna be telling people, it's not a black person. It's gonna be a white person in certain division. So if you want the truth, go look up all the candidates that's in your district. Look up their background. See what they've done. See who they represent. See what they was before this. Then you get your decision on it. Mm-hmm. And that's when you cast that vote. And cast these people who come out there just to separate the vote so that a person can get in. Because they're about the dollars, not the cents.
Yes, and thank you so much, Mr. Kevin. Do you have any idea when you're going to open up the phone line so that we can let?
Well, we're trying to get the voting on. We're trying to get the message to the people who really don't understand that they do have a voice. We're trying to tell people that we can do better if everybody get on the same page. Because we're putting people in office who don't care about us, but tell us stories often and often, and lies and lies and lies, and we keep allowing it each year to do it to us again and again and again. But they separate us by telling us each a different story. Yes. Meanwhile, they got the truth, knowing what they're doing is a violation to civil rights. All of our rights, not just black folk, everybody's rights.
Yes, yes, yes.
And that's what they're not understanding, because these people so-called in power, they don't power your life. They power their life, but they can threaten yours to make you think that they're above you. They're not. And I tell people all the time, that because you got a letterhead or you went to college or you got this, that doesn't mean nothing to me. No, it's what's in your heart to me that means something to me.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to push out. Mm-hmm. You know, people can call in at the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. Once we get all what we need to talk about, then they can comment on any and everything. Mm-hmm. But we only have an hour, and we get separated every time we make a comment. It goes from something to something to something. This here is the serious thing about voting. We don't come on often enough to be calling and picking up the line every But to get your money, you work